Hi everyone, I thought I would do another makeup tutorial and attempt it to actually record this time, and I'm going to do my basic everyday look. And as you can see, I'm completely bare skinned, unfortunately, and my face has completely broken out, a face full of acne. And I'm going to try my best to cover these spots up today using all my makeup. And if you like what you see, let me know. I'll let you know what products I'm using, and we'll take it from there. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to moisturize the skin using moisturizer suited to your skin type, and a serum if you can. I'm using the Bright and Pearly Soap and Glory Radiance Boosting Cocktail Serum, and also my dual action moisturizer from Clean and Clear, just to help control the acne. And that is going to be massaged into the skin all the way through. And just use a setting spray to just lock that in when you are going to put your foundation on as well. I'm using the foundation from Bare Minerals in Light Natural number 9, and I'll always apply my foundation using a beauty blender just because I think it just applies more evenly. And I'm also using the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in number 1 Light from Maybelline. So I'm just tapping that into the skin whilst the beauty blender is wet. It helps control the application much easier, and I'm going to build up the coverage just so that you want to get a nice even coverage all over. But the good thing about this foundation is you can keep reapplying until it does enough coverage to your liking. And next, obviously, are the eyebrows. As you all know, eyebrows are so vital to a makeup look because they frame the face. My eyebrows naturally are quite light, a bit shapeless, and very long actually. You probably can't tell, but if you were to brush them up, they'd be very, very long. So I don't tend to trim them, there's no need, and I hardly pluck them, to be honest, but I'll always shape them when I'm doing my makeup, always darken them because I have got dark hair and it just does suit my colouring as well. So how I do mine is using an angled brush. I am using a L'Oreal eyebrow palette powder first. Now I always tend to want to use a powder first. That helps me with the brush just get the defined shape. And then I'm coming in with a Soap and Glory brow tint and shaping pencil. This is actually the first time I've used this, so it's okay. The pen itself probably wouldn't want to use it again, just because it's a bit too much like a felt tip and I think it can be a bit too harsh. But either way, I'm filling that in and I'm using a brush to a spoolie just to kind of blend that out. And I'm using the pencil just to fill out any sparse areas as well, just so that it all looks even and an even colour. And then I'm going to set it with my Wonder Brow Gel. Now, these are a lot of steps for eyebrows. You don't have to do all this, but I am just experimenting and seeing what I like. And the brow gel, Wonder Brow, does actually just help set it in place. And actually, if you use all these, your brows can last you up to 2-3 days. Next up are the eyes, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Reloader palette. I'm going to be using the browns and a nice shimmer to the eyelid. I'm going to contour the eye, so I'm going to use a lighter shade towards the brow bone first. I'm going to blend that up towards the eyebrow, as you can probably see now. Then I'm going to be coming in with a darker shade into the crease line and really smoking it out. Then I will, whoops, I dropped the camera. Whoops. I'm going to be blending out the dark colours right up to the eyelid, just to give that contoured effect. And as you'll probably be able to see, this is what's going to make my eyes look super big. I'm also going to be using the L'Oreal matte waterproof eyeliner. This is my staple eyeliner. I've tried the felt tip type ones, I've tried gel, but this is giving me the precision I like. So sit back and watch how I do it. As you can see here, I'm coming back in with my multi-use concealer eraser on the actual eyelid. This is to create kind of like a cut crease look, so that when I apply the shimmer, it will be more prominent. And a little tip, if you wet your brush with your setting spray, that will help make the shimmer that you're using, the eye colour, really a lot more bold and prominent. Now, to create my smoky look, I will always use the same colours used on the top of the eyelid underneath the eye. Blend it out using the lighter colour all the way underneath, and then I'll use the darkest colour that I used in the cut crease nearest to the lash line, just to create that more smoky look. Blend it out, and then we will apply the eyeliner as previously mentioned, and then underneath I will also put a pencil liner and then smudge the under eye again. Once you're satisfied with your eyeliner, come in with the mascara of your choice. My personal favourite is the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume. I will always try and curl my lashes first. I have long but very straight lashes, so I wouldn't be able to be without my curler. So do your curling for about 30 seconds and then come in with your mascara, always using 2 coats. Try not to use more unless you really need it, because there's nothing worse than really clumpy lashes looking spidery. So I'll do the first eye once, then go on to the second eye, doing the mascara in the same process, then go straight in with your mascara again. Don't need to have it dry, because that's when the clumps will appear, so you want it semi-wet still. And please never pump your mascara. You're just going to get air into it and it's going to dry out so quickly. If you need to get mascara on your brush, you put it in and you just kind of wave it around, if that makes sense. You don't want to pump the mascara wand. And so now I'm coming in with my Kohl Brown eyeliner by L'Oreal. I will always use this in the inner rim of my eye and slightly on the lash line as well, where I'll blend that out. Use the same brush that you use to apply the shadow and just really smoke that liner with the rest of the shadow, just to make it all look blended completely. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty palette in Emerald Obsessions. I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eye just to really open out that eye with that colour, and I'm going to use that same colour on the eyelids. The colour is just the lightest yellow kind of gold within that palette. It's really bright and it really dazzles, and I'm going to put a little bit under my eye as well, just for a little effect. You don't have to do that, that's just how I like to do my makeup. Once I've done that, apply the mascara underneath again. And after that, it's time to contour. So I'm using my Urban Decay Stay Naked Threesome palette, which has a contour colour, bronzer, blusher and a highlighter. So I'm going to use my blusher brush and I'm going to get the brown colour bronzer first, go into the cheekbone area, which you will be able to feel, and I'm going to go from the hairline down just towards the corner, as you can kind of see, towards the mouth, not too low obviously, and then I'm going to get the blusher colour and put that on the apples of the cheeks, and you're going to want to really blend that up towards the hairline, the temples as well, and the hairline at the top, just to give that flush of colour all around the face. Next you are using your highlighter. I like to use it right at the top of the brow bone, then the tip of the nose, the cupid's bow, and then of course your cheekbones as well. But I also want to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold palette, just because it's absolutely beautiful and I just want to add that extra sheen and sparkle to me. When you finally have finished that, you'll come in with your lipstick colour of choice. Mine is the Nude Embrace Matte Lipstick by Maybelline. The only lipstick by a matted lipstick that doesn't make my lips feel stupidly dry. And there you have it. My everyday signature look. I will wear this in the day, always. I don't care if it's heavy. As you know, and as you can see, I've got acne, so if I feel confident covering it up to this amount, then I'm going to do it because it makes me feel good. So you can see texture still, obviously. You're always going to see bumps, but hopefully you'll now see that the redness has gone down. And this is my final everyday look. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you've got any questions, this was my first proper video that didn't muck up, but I did drop the camera, as you probably could tell halfway through. If you've got any questions though, let me know, and I will list the products afterwards. Okay.